Hello. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Let's see. So this week, we finally made good on our promise. Finally making good on our promise here. We have a particular bowl of tasty snacks. It's a bowl of fruit.
Snackums.
It's a Mr. Fruit.
Healthy fruit.
Whoa! Heidi ho, everyone. It's me.
Awesome.
Fruit, before we begin, I have to tell you, you have one hell of a dedicated cornucopia of fruit in your bowl.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Like that.
They are.
What?
They are
He's
awesome.
talking about his fandom.
Yes.
Yeah, let's just be clear here.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to imply anything else.
All right. Too early in the podcast.
Speaking of, we should kick it off, right?
You make me blush there.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna kick it off here. Hello and welcome to the 15th episode of the Destiny Community Podcast. This week we have none other than Mr. Fruit. Hello.
Hello. Well,
Hello.
Heidi ho. Thanks for having me on.
No
Pleasure
problem,
to be here.
man. We're happy to finally get you on. It's been
Yes.
It's been kind of a long time coming. Like back when we were doing the Planet Destiny podcast, you were the most requested guest.
Yep.
By far.
I had to keep up my elusiveness,
Mhm,
maintain my image. Yeah.
An elusive
The
elusive fruit.
Yeah, it's
The aloof
kind
fruit.
of like the forbidden fruit. As soon as you have it, you're like,
Yeah.
this isn't what I wanted. But
What? I'm naked. Oh my god, I'm out of the heaven.
Hey,
oh
whoa.
no.
What am I doing here?
And then
So-
for the Destiny Community Podcast, we got you scheduled, and then stuff kind of fell through there a little
Life
bit.
happens.
It just eventually turned into a meme in our chat now.
That's
where
true,
it's like he's rescheduled for a later date. We basically Matt Damon'd you for a while there.
hey, I've never been more honored to be compared to Matt Damon.
So, Mr. Fruit, can you, for those out there who don't know who you are, can you tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do in the Destiny community?
I am what is now officially known in the Webster Dictionary as a YouTuber, which just means I'm official. I made it. Mom,
Oh
get the-
yeah.
yeah. Can't laugh at me anymore, Mom. No, shit, I'm kidding. Yeah, I'm a YouTuber and got my start actually off of Destiny. And my role in the community, I don't even say I haven't even given myself one. I don't think anyone has because I just make fun of myself and play Crucible mainly. Do a lot of live commentary, and that's what I've always done and will continue to do in all my videos, especially Destiny. And I would say that's my role.
Nice.
Well, we're definitely glad that you're part of the community. It's a fun aspect of it. I'm always entertained by your streams and your videos. Where do you call home on the internet?
This little website might have heard of it, might have not. I don't know. YouTube. That would be my home.
Mm-hmm.
My home away from home. Yep, on the digital space, youtube.com/please subscribe to me. And you'll find me right there.
Subscribe and hit that little bell icon, right?
Yes.
That's the
Hit that
key.
bell
Yes,
icon,
please
maybe
hit the
share.
bell.
The bell is very important.
Tell some friends, family,
Yeah.
dog.
This page isn't available. That was not the correct link.
Oh my
I'm
god.
gonna actually
This is
search like,
unbelievable.
please subscribe to me.
Yeah.
What is this
Um,
hogwash?
What's
Yeah. So, go ahead.
I was gonna say what's a day in the life of Mr. Fruit? You know, what's like the daily schedule for you? Because I know you have one of the most rigorous work schedules. Honestly, like if a lot of people,
Yeah, people were like, especially back when they were popular, like, do a day in the life vlog or whatever. And I was like, you guys, you don't want to see that.
No, you
It's
don't.
like- it's like, yeah, I'll just film myself sitting at this desk for about 10 to 12 hours. No, my schedule varies day to day. And especially now, since I've been moving around, I don't have a strict schedule, but usually wake up decently early, trying to get up recently like 5:45.
damn.
Get up, shower, eat breakfast.
Mhm.
I've been out of the gym for a little while, but I would normally go to the gym, come back, and then it's the grindstone for really X amount of hours until I get whatever I have to get done that day. So it could take anywhere Tuesdays are the worst for me. Tuesdays are pretty much you wake up, you work, you go to bed. But that's also to get ahead because
is it? I have to ask you. It's an extremely important question, and it will determine whether or not I watch any further content of yours.
Oh no! Here it comes.
Bar soap or liquid?
Oh my! Is that even a question?
That's a question, and it's a very important question.
Every time I walk into a bathroom and I go to take a shower, if I see bar soap, I've lost respect for whoever has given me this bar soap, because what in the world am I supposed to do with this thing?
Exactly.
Seriously.
They rub it on their body, you rub it on your body. It's all body rubbing.
Give me my loofah.
True.
I need a loofah.
I need the loofah and the liquid. Yeah. All right. So you're a YouTuber, and you know.
I just realized we're on opposite sides here.
Are you bar soap?
Oh,
Yeah.
Tafty, come
I'm
on!
like
You got
liquid.
everything.
I didn't even think there was anybody out there.
What? They sell them at the
what? You
store. Do you think they don't exist or something? They've been
Well,
banished
I just thought
from...
they were the same ones that have been there forever.
Just
No, they're very
I
useful.
thought people just put them in like decorative bowls.
Yeah.
Since when was this a thing that nobody uses
like,
bar soap?
no, I mean, do you have a secret? Because whenever I use it, like
Actually, I can probably answer this
feel
one.
like dry or gross. You
Yeah.
go, hit it.
Yeah.
I think you're using the wrong soap. If that's the case.
It's easier to find gluten-free bar soap than it is gluten-free liquid soap, because I'm serious. Gluten is usually one of the agents to make the liquidy soap like slightly more gel-like. Serious. I'm serious about
Actually, I
that.
didn't
You're
know
doing a
that.
gluten
So
check.
maybe that's why I've stayed away from it,
Maybe
because
that
my
is
gluten
why.
my gluten sense is very aware. It's heightened. You know?
You got a bright future then.
I do. Yeah. Everybody's converting.
Already, people are finding out more than they knew before about Mr. Fruit. He's in that rare air of people who like liquid soap, and I love that about you.
I feel like liquid soap is wasteful. Also, it's just like it's
Why?
gone so fast.
Magical.
It's beautiful.
Magical.
Honestly, it is. It's been sent from the gods. Honestly,
It's a heavenly.
I want to know.
Yeah.
Everybody, like when liquid soap first became a thing, everyone that's been using bar soap, I wish we could just see their reaction. They're like, "This is the dumbest thing I've ever." You want this to? Oh my god!
I liked it because you could only get them. They were only European ones, right? At first, and then they would always say douche on them. It was shower douche, you know, and you're like, what? You know what I'm talking about? What?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
no, I know what you mean. Because some
it's-
of them now, it's the shape and it's like the type of dispenser that it has.
Yeah,
They will be
yeah.
called, douche soap. Yeah.
Honestly, go. What is it? I use it all the time. It's like Irish Spring or something. Go smell that and then tell me that you still enjoy bar soap. Okay? Because lather that up on your body. Oh my gosh. I tell you what, you'll never go back.
So besides your next hot video series of Fruit Does Showers,
Seriously,
what other what kind of content should we expect to see on your channel? Like you do Destiny, but you also do other stuff too, right?
Yeah, it's kind of taboo for me to say these days in the Destiny community, but I wouldn't classify myself as a Destiny YouTuber anymore. I haven't, I would say, for a while now, because these days what I mainly upload is just a variety. So the mainstay of my channel, though, is still FPSs. So you like Overwatch, Titanfall, Destiny.
Enjoy
the
your
occasional,
Rust,
like
the Rust,
Call of Duty
play-
stuff.
Rust
Yeah,
stuff.
a lot of different series like Rust and all that kind of stuff. Pretty much just shenanigans and fun, and hopefully lightheartedness and entertainment. That's what I go for.
It's awesome.
Yeah, I was really surprised. I mean, I thought I've known you as a Destiny person, and that's mainly probably because that's where I first started seeing you. But I just went back and I looked through your YouTube page, and I'd say the majority of views you get are from like Titanfall, Overwatch, Pokemon, and The Division. They aren't really coming from Destiny. Your Destiny videos do get good views, but it seems like your audience is pretty diverse right now. Is that something that you work towards, or something that just happened?
Yeah, that I wish it just happened. I wish something like this would have just appeared out of nowhere. Here's this diverse audience that will watch anything.
And not yell at you for.
Exactly. No, it all happened at this point. It's been over a year and a half, but I decided to start double uploading so that I could entertain the core audience of Destiny followers I had, but also introduce them to other content that they weren't used to. But this way they can't yell at me because it's like, you're still getting your Destiny, all right? So like, you chew my head off some other time. So I did that. And a year and a half later, I think that for the most part, I still get people. I still have a vast majority. I would go out on a limb to say as well that will just watch a certain video game of mine. But I like to think I've at least gotten a core audience that, regardless of game or anything, they'll always watch. And that was always my end goal, was just people wanting to watch me for me and not me for a specific game.
Absolutely.
Living the dream.
Yeah.
Living the dream there.
Yeah, well, it only took painless hours every day. Every day.
We're looking at. I know we this podcast is focused on Destiny, and we're gonna, our core audience is focused on it. So one of the questions that came out when I was, threw it out there to community to ask you questions is they really wanted to know, like, they're kind of I feel like people are getting nostalgic about Destiny. Like, it's, what was one of your favorite memories while playing Destiny in year 1, year 2, something that stuck out to you?
Probably I have 2, and they both involve Vault of Glass, but probably my favorite. I tell this story and you can't quite, like, you can hear and be like, oh yeah, but it's entirely different when I experienced it. So we were going through, we just got to the Gorgon maze, and we went up to the exotic chest right before the maze. And we're going there. And this is, I don't even think it's a month in from Vault of Glass. It's like maybe the 3rd week or something. And at this point, everyone was starting to realize Gallarhorn and how good it was. And everybody wanted it. And I went up to that chest. I think I was with Rob, so I think he can attest to it. But I was sitting there with all my group of friends, and I just remember saying, I'm like, guys, this is my Gallarhorn. And everybody's laughing at me, like, oh, they're all opening their chests. And I kid you not, I'm the last one to go. I open it up. As soon as I call it, the Gallarhorn pops up. I was freaking out. Like, and the thing is, everyone else is freaking out because it's like, what are the odds? And I'm just like, I think I shared the picture on Twitter. It's there somewhere, but that was easily my favorite because people talk about it. The way exotics are easier to get now, I like, but the thing about prior, like vanilla Destiny, was when you did get an exotic, it was kind of like this, like it felt, I don't know, don't know if better is the word, but it felt meatier. It felt more gratifying, even though you didn't do anything specifically to get that. It was just like completely RNG, but it just seeing that drop, it felt more like, oh
yeah, exhilarating.
Yeah. I think a lot of people's favorite story are about the new exotics, or getting their own exotic, or the one that they always shooting for. But yeah, that's probably my favorite.
And so that kind of leads me into my second most asked question. What is your favorite class to use in Destiny, and why is it a Titan?
Oh no, it is a Titan too. Oh no.
These options.
Man.
I just realized. You go ahead.
Okay. It's my allegiance to the Titans was pretty simple. I remember on the subreddit, I want to say it was like a month or 2 before Destiny came out, there was the GIF of like the Superman charge striker Titan.
Oh yes.
See that upgrade? Yeah, I saw that, and instantly I was like, Titan it is. Even though it turns out you like never use it, but I was like, all right, this is amazing. And then from then, I always like the kind of role a Titan has theoretically in like a team comp. He's sort of like kind of jack of all trades, but he's a little meatier. He likes to get in close quarters, and he's just kind of sick. He's dope. Also, ironically enough, he was the least used. So then I always, it sounds like I'm a hipster. I promise you I'm not. But in a video game, I like to take like the least used stuff, like Pokemon. I always use like grass starters because no one ever used them. And in Destiny, I went Titan because nobody did it. And then I got to tell you, it was tough times when Sunbreaker came around because Titans were everywhere. And then I'm like, guys, I was here before it was cool. And then they ruined my subclass again. Appreciate that, everybody.
No problem. Well deserved.
That was pretty swift. I didn't get to enjoy the top for very long.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you feel about Juggernaut Fruit?
You know, I've never really used it.
Nice. That's all I needed to hear.
It just, it's so strange to me, though. It's like somewhere, because of the meta, Juggernaut is like this mainstay. But I remember back in the day, everyone's like, Juggernaut's useless. Like, what would you? Nobody used Juggernaut. It's like, why would you use that when you're shoulder charge? Yeah. And it's just so weird.
It didn't activate when you were like in the air.
Yeah, they definitely changed it, but it's just like seeing through it. And yeah, my play style has never been shotgun and stuff, which is why I can suffer sometimes, because it's ironic because my play style is headstrong, get in there, but I don't use a shotgun. I like to say I'm fearless. A little stupid, but mainly fearless.
You enjoy a good primary battle. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, I come back from like Halo days.
Exactly.
Stuff, where it was just, doesn't matter where you are. It's all about out BRing and stuff. And it's a little different these days. These young whippersnappers, they just don't understand.
Don't know about a 5-shot DMR.
Oh my goodness! The beauty of being able to jump shot too, right?
All of it.
Absolutely.
Being able to sail across a map and keep a target online and pop. Anyway.
And people, Destiny snipers are like, I'm so good. Yeah, well, let me know when you get knocked out of scope. Yeah, when you get tickled by an AR half. Yeah, it's like, talk to me then, all right?
Yeah.
And then
Well, we just had the dawning, the balance. Well, the dawning drop and all the content in that. Did you?
The balance.
What's that?
The balance, though. Right?
The balance match, though.
I missed that.
Yeah, I was about to say that, but I didn't. Thanks. No, but what was your favorite thing about it? Did you get a chance to play it?
Yeah, got a chance to play it. Favorite part? I guess there wasn't a lot that drew me in for an extended period of time, like most DLCs or anything, which I think the live updates kind of just like placeholders or little stuff for people to, get their hands on. If I had the Icebreaker, I would say that's my favorite part, but rip. So I can't say that. SRL, though?
Yet?
No. Well, don't tell anybody. But I haven't even done the Nightfall, so I guess I can't even complain. You gotta have to do the Nightfall to try and get the Icebreaker. I don't know why it hasn't landed in my lap yet. But yeah, probably SRL, just because it's a lot of fun messing around with friends. I haven't played it extensively, so I'm far beyond those young kids, and they're just ASR like Tefty over here. Oh my goodness, I couldn't even imagine. You would destroy me. Don't give me that look.
In SRL? No.
Yo.
If we ever did a dream team
want me to pull up my
DCP contest again, we would definitely replace sword hilts with Sparrow Racer.
No, you know what?
No,
I would secretly train for hilts, like in the shadows. In fact,
you'd stream it for sure.
No, I would secretly train in the shadows, and I'd probably recruit Blue or something. Be like, you have to teach me. Teach me the
as
ways.
long as you give me like a Rocky montage afterwards, like this is what I did to get here.
Every time I missed a hilt, I did 10 push-ups.
Oh my god, you'd be so yoked.
I can see it already. That'd be magical.
Well, you're not by yourself out there. We understand that you're the leader of the 3rd Pomegranate Legion, and we all know that a good clan is important. You got any shout outs for your minions out there?
Shout out to everybody that has stayed in and given it a good name. Clan can be a little bit of a headache from time to time because I feel bad. It's so big that I don't have time or possibility to try and like moderate it all.
Mhm.
So I swear, I don't know what it is, but sometimes I've got some nerds trying to go in there and take advantage of some kids, and I just gotta like
Gotta lay down the law.
This is freaking Fruit Nation, man. You know what we do here? We have fun. But no, mainly the members are whoever got in at the very beginning, so they're OGs, and I'm just glad they've all stuck around. And then we have all the members that don't have the clan name, but they're all beautiful in my mind.
So I've got 2 more questions for you. Are you ready?
Hit me with them.
All right. Do you know General Avocado? And if you do, can you introduce him to my family? He's kind of a legend.
Yes, General Avocado. Never heard of him.
Yeah, we ran into him. We ran into him in the tower, and he, my wife's son and I all play together, and his name was General Avocado, and it struck a funny chord in my son. And to hear my son cackle for like 20 minutes and I said, he's probably good friends with Mr. Fruit. Well,
he was our best soldier on the vegetable war.
and he goes, he started laughing. He thought I was kidding around, and I go, no, there's a guy named Mr. Fruit, and I bet you he's good friends with General Avocado. And he's like, no way. And so we started watching. That was the first time I introduced my son to your videos, and he is absolutely freaking addicted to your humor, and he wants to play all the stuff that you want to play now.
That's awesome.
That's really cool.
Sounds like you raised a smart son.
And I guess finally, we kind of mentioned it earlier, but where can a lonely fruit go to find a bowl to call home?
Well, there's several different places. If you're looking to join the clan, you can just go to Bungie.net, search. Oh gosh, what is it technically called? I don't even know. I just know what our little tag is. Pretty sure
it's the same thing.
Fruit Nation.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, it's pretty sure it's Fruit Nation. Or you can go to YouTube, and the comments are surprisingly pretty nice, pretty friendly, pretty amicable. We get a little hostile, rascals every now and then. But yeah, and you can always hit me up on Twitter. I'm pretty active there. I reply to a lot of people as well. So Don't be lonely, my friend.
Well, we're really excited to find out new content that is coming out in Destiny.
Man, I
hear the weekly update came out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Just
the
dropping
first
bombs.
conversation of 2017.
Let's get
Bungie
right.
and the community.
Don't you ever say that again on this podcast.
Yeah, no, I can't believe they led the weekly update with the title for Destiny 2. That's crazy, man.
I know, right?
Everything
Mind
we know
blown.
about Destiny 2.
Details and everything. Yeah, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
That footage.
Can I use
And-
that
and
again
they-
this week? For the title?
And they have
Yes.
they have some gameplay in here too. I mean, that's crazy, right?
Yeah, no, I couldn't believe it.
Man,
I couldn't either.
what a great fiction you guys are weaving. Love it. I wish I could watch this movie right now.
Heavy sarcasm
let
in
me-
the past
let me-
minute.
Paint a mental picture for you, Tefty. Here's 2017.
Tell
Times
me-
are so simple. Destiny 2 is already out.
Oh,
Everyone's on the battlefield fighting for glory and justice and loot. They have fixed everything. Think of it. Put it in your mind right now.
everything? Netcode?
Yeah,
Everything.
what do you want to fix right now? Don't say it aloud.
60 FPS.
Don't say it. Okay. I said don't say it out loud. But guess what?
60
You
FPS
got it. You get 60 FPS. You get 60 FPS. Everything has been fixed. It's fantastic. Player base is at an all-time high. Everyone
Ghost bullets are gone?
Yeah. But most importantly, ghost bullets are gone.
Rip Ghost
Because that would
Bullets
be great.
2017.
In a world.
And
Also,
they have dedicated
Stormcaller's
servers.
freaking melee is fixed because, God, do I hate that thing. The subclass in its own right there, dude. Good Lord.
They've
Right.
renamed it literally to Tickle Fingers. You must physically walk up to someone and tickle them instead of from range.
That
That'd
sounds,
be amazing.
yeah, it's appropriate.
So all joking aside, this week at Bungie, some interesting stuff in there, but none of the stuff that we mentioned before. There is no content from Destiny 2. There's no mention of anything. There's no. That was all just a tragic lie. So anybody listening online right now,
They were
We
furiously
apologize.
typing like, "No way!"
Yeah.
That's
Reddit.
No,
Right
wait,
now.
I missed it.
Where's the Reddit
It
post?
must have been somewhere I didn't see.
blame Mr. Fruit.
Yeah, that's right.
Uh,
Send your complaints my way.
yep.
So in the update, if you guys are wanting to know why there's suddenly a flurry of videos on YouTube about quote unquote new content
New content,
new
major
updates,
update.
new updates and stuff. Here is the
gonna click on
very the bare minimum requirement for a paragraph. A paragraph is 3 sentences, right? That's what I was taught in grade school.
Okay.
For starters, you haven't heard the last from the live team at Bungie. They're hard at work on another content update that will give you new reasons to fight. Before renewed orders from the Vanguard arrive, there will be a batch of fixes for some issues you've been talking about.
What might those be?
Some fixes.
No, what
Some.
made me laugh is that it was like there's some fixes for some stuff you've been talking about. It's like
Some people have mentioned a few things, and
maybe we're gonna
Some
fix
stuff.
something.
birds.
What I like about that sentence is it could mean something for different for every person out there, right?
Yeah. It's as vague as
With
possible.
that sentence, you satisfy everybody because in
Yeah, so you're
everybody's
gonna make
mind,
the
they're
right
like, they're fixing my thing,
Yeah.
right? When they
It's gonna
couldn't possibly be, right?
It's gonna be like something so insignificant. We're gonna be like, oh, great, that's nice. That
Yeah.
unless Stormcaller gets nerfed, we riot.
Well,
So,
It's gonna,
yeah,
be like, it's gonna be like some sort of
Not
like
much.
rare gun that for some reason doesn't consume a bullet randomly at times, and they fix
Puck
that.
Infinity. Puck Infinity.
Like we
No, a rare
have,
gun, like a blue
Yeah,
gun.
no, like the Mosma hand cannon seem
Yeah.
to be experiencing some ghost bullets. We fixed that.
oh, just that one.
Just that one.
increase
We
the
didn't
range
see
of certain
anomalies
blue
anywhere
hand
else.
cannons.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Oh,
what we can tell from this is that there will be some sort of balance update, and that balance fix, whatever you want to call it, update will come before the new content update. That's basically all
From
we
the
can make
live
out
team.
from that. It's the live team. You know, they're
Yeah.
Yes.
the way. What we can basically figure is everyone's working on Destiny 2 now. You know, they're putting bare minimum forward to keep the game kind of alive right now, which is a little unfortunate because it could really use some sort of balance patch, not in the unknown future, but in the rather immediate future.
Like tomorrow.
That'd be great.
We've had the same meta for like 6 months.
Yeah.
But
Love it.
But the sentence says it does say before renewed orders from the Vanguard arrive. That could mean before this Tuesday because
Where's your
Tuesday,
tinfoil hat, dude?
Yeah.
Dude, get it, get it.
I think
Get it,
means before
Patrick.
Destiny 2 comes out.
Use that poster to
thing.
get
Got
that.
it.
There
Yeah.
you go.
Okay, so since it says before orders from the Vanguard arrive, that could mean Tuesday because Tuesday is the reset day when Vanguard bounties, the weekly Vanguard bounties, do reset. It could be before this Tuesday.
I think it's before Destiny 2.
Nailed
I think
it.
they meant new
Yeah,
orders
before
as
Destiny
in
2.
like
Yeah,
that makes
Vanguard
more sense.
orders
That is-
covered
that
with
is-
Yeah,
Destiny.
take that hat off. There you go.
Yeah,
Put it where it
You know,
belongs.
you're embarrassing yourself, Patrick. Put it
I know.
Not possible. Not possible. Have you
It's
seen his
just-
magic card pack opening in the closet? He can't embarrass himself any more than that.
That was great. That was a great video,
Wow.
man.
Yeah, we
I'm
just
just
That was 5 grown adults in a closet opening Magic the Gathering packs.
I
That
had
was the title
so
of
many
it, featuring
questions.
KJ Hovey. Featuring KJ Hovey.
Amazing.
and none of them were wearing shoes, or like.
I thought you were gonna go with shirt. And
Why
then-
would
Yeah.
we? Why would?
I was
Yeah, no,
gonna
sure.
say.
No, why
I was
would
gonna
we
say
be
something
wearing
a little
shoes?
more
He's gonna
risque,
track.
but-
He's gonna track mud all through the house. Come on,
I know.
He's got
Well,
decency.
why would we be wearing shoes? On
Only
a
one of
nicely
them was
carpeted
wearing
floor?
pants. How about that?
We're all wearing
Yeah, they were
pants. Well,
wearing
I was
shorts.
wearing
shorts,
shorts.
maybe.
I was wearing shorts.
Patrick only wears shorts.
Let me guess. Cargo shorts.
Yes.
Nailed it.
Very practical.
Nailed it.
playing Magic, man. I gotta find somewhere to put my deck box in between rounds sometimes. You know, need cargo pants.
I
put it in
watched
the-
that video
Nah,
and
you
I,
just
I
hold
was
the deck
intrigued.
box.
Yeah, just hold it. Caress it.
Yeah.
Chat saying I'm being rude to you. I apologize, Patrick.
We made that video because we wanted to open packs and we're like, what's the best possible? the reason we had to do it in the closet there is because that was the only place in the hotel room that actually had light. Like it was just like
very
the small. Yeah, it was like just the closet had really good lighting. For some
It was all
reason.
mood lighting.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for some everything else was like kind of light.
You were staying in a hotel that rented by the hour, so.
Yes.
Yes.
One of those Magic the Gathering openings.
Yes.
All
The
right.
magic
There
is
was
gathering,
magic.
guys.
Magic.
It is
Magic
gathering.
is
It's
gathering.
rising.
Oh,
I'm sorry, Patrick.
Well,
I
that's
apologize.
extremely inappropriate.
I love you. I love you. You know that, right?
no, I know. I take no offense to it. We made that video to make fun of ourselves, and it's also just fun to open magic packs.
Yes.
So.
Nice.
Plus, I mean, I did spend the entire weekend playing Magic the Gathering as my vacation. It was great. It was fantastic. It was fun.
Great.
I wanted nothing more from the weekend.
Your brain must be strong. You're working the intellectual stuff, man.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
Critical thinking.
Magic the Gathering is a great critical thinking, and then I was playing a deck that was
Cardboard
basically
handling skills. I mean,
yeah, it was basically does this win on turn one? If not, cool, I lose. It's a great deck. That involves very little thinking.
Nice.
It's a good way to play quickly.
Yeah, no, that was it. Like I could play quickly.
I mean, hey, if you're
I
gonna
could
lose,
go-
might as well lose fast.
yeah, I was either gonna win fast or lose fast. Either way, I'm getting pizza in between every single round.
I'd say that's a win-win.
That is a complete win. Well, then you saw the pizza that was there, but Papa
Bad pizza?
Murphy's pizza.
Hit or miss.
I have
hit or
seen
miss.
sponges that are stiffer.
Have you ever been to Little Caesars?
Yes, I have. You know,
Because that to me, that's about
Little Caesars isn't that bad when it's straight fresh right out of the oven. Once you get past 30 minutes, it's all quality goes to hell. But that 30-minute period, you got yourself a quality pizza-like product.
key bean
Now with
like.
real dough.
No
do you
comment.
guys
Gluten.
gluten. Come over to San Francisco, Tefty. There's some gluten-free
There's lots of gluten-free in
places.
Sacramento also, Pope. Come
Okay,
on, this is
all right,
Northern
fine,
California.
all right. Well, you live in in the Central Valley. Like
you think
part
You
of-
can try hard
It's the-
and hard, but Tefty isn't coming up. All right.
Yeah,
Wow.
there's a million people in Sacramento. It's the state
Whatever.
cap.
It's a backwards, but never mind.
It's
So I'm just kidding, Tefty. I love
Oh my
Sacramento.
God.
It's so beautiful there
You
by
take
the
it back.
river.
You take it back, Pope.
They talked about other stuff, right? Iron Banana.
Iron
is
Banana?
coming
Did they?
back.
Oh,
Who's
right.
excited
Oh,
for
yeah.
sidearms and rocket launchers?
Yay.
Hey, I haven't done a video on the sidearm yet. I can do a video on that one.
Oh, I
So
can get
it
one ready for it.
begins-
Ah.
It begins Tuesday, January 17th at 10 a.m. Pacific and ends Tuesday, January 24th at 1 a.m.
It's also Clash.
It's Clash. It's
be Clash.
also Clash.
Hey, you didn't say Rift, so I'm on board.
There you go.
You don't like
Yeah.
Darkest days probably come from Iron Banner Rift, man.
really?
Yeah, I don't want to
Why's
talk
that?
about it.
It was a beautiful
Did you
time.
say it was rotten fruit then?
It was past expiration. That's for
Fast
sure.
X. Yeah.
It was gross, man. Grapes turned into raisins. I mean,
Ooh.
it was even with. Well, I wouldn't, I guess, roll around with a 6 squad, but man, it's just. You really learn like a person's character in Iron Banner Rift because it's like, how much of that objective are you playing? You know what I mean? I lost friends. Okay, we don't talk about them anymore because they're excommunicated.
They don't even exist.
Yeah, no. As far as I'm concerned,
If you don't play the objective, you're dead to me. Right?
You realize Fruit's channel is big enough. He can just like end people now. Like that's one of the
Right.
perks of being a YouTuber. So you get over that 500,000 mark, you get like 2 or 3 free disappearings of people.
I wanted to
nice.
witch hunt, but I needed the platform. Got it.
We hit it now.
The real end game begins.
Yeah, it's
I've
kind of
always-
like a genie in a lamp. Like you can destroy 3 people's career. You gotta save them at the right moment.
You wield all this power. It's hard not for it to go to your head, right?
Oh yeah. It's
Yeah.
getting there.
Well, so we don't get any new guns or armor or anything. It's the stuff from before, but we can buy that. That sidearm. I'm interested to see the rolls of that sidearm.
That sidearm in general is kind of.
Is it poopy?
Is there a good roll of it, Patrick?
Well, you can get a good roll of it. Like you can get a good roll of it, but it's the fastest.
What would it be?
It's the fastest rate of fire one possible. So I personally find it very, very difficult to make use of that rate of fire on sidearms because
fire that fast.
I cannot fire that fast unless I'm just.
You're just like
going ham on your controller.
Why do you think I use auto rifles, man?
Yeah, exactly.
You just hold it down once.
Yeah. So if that sidearm had full
opening up all those packets of magic cards unless you get some finger dexterity, Patrick? Come on, I'm disappointed.
No, that's where this skill comes in, where you have your cards and you go like you do this in between rounds. You got to flick in between the cards in between round to annoy your opponents.
Doing the wrong flick though. You have to do the reverse.
Yeah, you got to be doing the finger.
There's plenty of flicking you can do with the cards. But yeah, that let me look up the particular.
Also, were
rolls
those
on that
not
one.
in sleeves? Do you not?
Oh no, those are bulk commons. I'm not going to sleeve bulk commons. My trade binder and my legacy decks, yes, those are in sleeves as they should be.
They deserve better than that.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God.
They got a Black Lotus.
I do not personally have a Black Lotus. That is $10,000 that I could spend in other places.
Not magic
is that all?
Fruit's sitting there like I have a Black Lotus.
Nice. I've opened one pack in my entire life, and I got the Black Lotus.
Oh, so you too have opened up cards from Alpha Beta Unlimited.
Yes, of course.
Oh yes.
I was only informed more recently about the deeper dwellings of the magic.
Yeah. we should play sometime. Yeah, for a video, it'd be fun. I'm getting ready to do a series on it. Okay, so Binding Blaze. I'm looking at the stats right now. Ew.
Is it like the worm?
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry, Patrick.
No.
You were actually confused, huh? When I was asking you about Magic the Gathering cards, I really wasn't interested in Magic the Gathering cards. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
that's nice. That's nice.
Come on, Patrick. Come on. He's playing. Never mind. I'll be the jerk. I'm sorry.
I'm just looking at all the role
Somebody
possibilities right now.
Somebody has to be.
Man, this thing is. I'm just looking at it, and it's really unappealing. It is really unappealing. The problem is on other sidearms, you can get like 2 utility perks, like Outlaw or Feeding Frenzy, and then a damage boost, something like that. On this one, all the utility perks are relegated to one column, and you can only pick one in that column. So you could get like reactive reload, but you're not going to get a massive reload increase buff. You get crowd control, but again, no reload buff or anything like that. I think it's just like going with Hidden Hand would probably be one of the better perks on this, because the rapid rate of fire makes it difficult to control the stability. Hidden Hand would probably be one of the better ones. Stability's kind of high. I'm just not a fan of this particular archetype at all. It's difficult to make use of that rate
we
of fire.
have the rockets to look forward to.
Yes, the rocket.
Right?
The rocket launcher is very good, actually.
But do you really use rockets right now?
Nah.
How often do you make use of your rocket launcher?
And when it's not a Gallahorn or Truth.
That is a decent rocket launcher, though, right?
Yeah, you can basically max out the blast radius and velocity if you get the right perks on it, which is very easy to do because you can get both javelin, or you can like pick between javelin or heavy payload on the top one, and then you can get like grenades and horseshoes or tracking for the top perk, cluster bombs, clown card strike. Yeah, basically it's very difficult to get a bad roll on Titanium Orchid. It's very difficult to get a bad roll on it.
Is anybody going to be in here straddling up with the team of Slayers to go try to take down Professor Broman tomorrow?
Oh.
It's probably your best chance, let's be honest.
Oh, shots fired! Shots fired!
Love you, Ben.
So, did you guys hear about the Bungie Bounty, right?
Yeah, let's explain that.
Yeah, Bungie Bounty days. Yeah.
So there's a really cool emblem that is kind of one of the rare emblems that you have to beat the Bungie, team. But this time they're going to be community members, and there's a really strange twist to it. The person that is going to be streaming, in this case, Professor Broman, is going to have to go into Clash by himself.
Mm-hmm.
and he cannot have a team with him. And if you match against him and you are on the team with him and you win, those 5 people get the emblem. Or if you're on the other team, that team of 6 gets it. So if either way, it gives more opportunities for the community to win. I personally think this is a good way of going around about the Bungie bounties. I've heard some people say that it gives out too many and they aren't as rare anymore. What do you guys think?
I think it's a good thing. I think it engages a lot of community. The rarity type of thing, we're coming up on like 2.5 years of this version of Destiny. So I think it's okay that more of those emblems are getting out there. I don't have one. So, and I don't even know if I'm going to go to try to get one on one of those bounties, but I think it's a good thing. And also at this point, we need more community engagement, just straight up from
plus
from
the way they're doing this actually kind of allows more people to possibly get it, because with the way matchmaking works, sometimes it's impossible to match against people. When you were trying to match against people that were at Bungie, you live in Seattle.
I live 15 minutes away.
You live 15 minutes away from Bungie, and you couldn't match against the people that were playing at Bungie because
couldn't find them.
Because connection is totally the first thing that gets prioritized. Right?
Yes. Don't believe anyone who tells you any different. My connection.
What would they even call that? Like skill-based matchmaking? That's just
that's
like
silly.
Skill.
That's
Just
silly.
like skill is a very, very big thing in the matchmaking priorities.
Yeah, database
Well, there's
matchmaking.
There's gonna be a lot of people trying to match up with Professor Broman, and do we know anybody else that's confirmed? I know that
Vive confirmed.
I believe Goth confirmed as well.
Vive
Dr.
confirmed,
Lupo, I
and
believe.
Luscious,
who's able to confirm?
That are so they're going to do a series of these every week, and it's not just.
Isn't it one person a day for Iron Banner?
I don't know. I don't know. I know that the first one is Professor Broman. They haven't announced the rest, but I've heard people announcing on Twitter.
Well, then, I guess this is my announcement. You can hunt me. January 20th.
January 20th, huh?
Yep.
All right. Well, there you go. How is it? Did it explain how it works, Mr. Fruit?
It's a 2-hour block, I think. Everybody will be streaming on Twitch during their block. We got to choose our own time on the day, though. So, like for me, I think I chose 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So I'll be going from 2 to 4 my time. But yeah, you just go, and I'm curious, do I get the emblem? Because I'm not sure if I get the emblem.
So I can answer that question. So I got the Bungie Bounty emblem, and I was, obviously I lost. It used to be that you would only get it, the streamer would only get it, or the community member would only get it if they went undefeated.
Mm-hmm.
And but
that ain't happening.
So I got mine actually for what I believe is the only PvE Bungie bounty. We declared a Bungie bounty against Crota, and it was basically a ride along. A bunch of Bungie guys and I jumped into Crota and the raid, and if we defeated Crota, that was the bounty, and that's how I got it.
What you're saying is you didn't earn it.
I earned it. I beat Crota. What are you saying?
Oh man,
what are you saying, Septi?
You did not earn it.
Man,
Yeah, so
Pope killed a boss
doesn't
that
have that
was
emblem,
so
but he knows why he doesn't.
Killed a
Hey,
boss.
if you're gonna have that
I'm
emblem,
not ashamed.
Millions
I'm
of
not trying to
people
hide
have
it.
killed Crota.
But I was the
Millions
only
have
one on the
comments.
Bungie ride along. So suck it, Tefty.
Hey, it's okay, man. I'm
All I know
I'm
is-
okay that I don't have an emblem.
It's sometimes you gotta take that person that you feel bad for.
I just don't.
understand.
I haven't
Yeah.
decided if I owe it to like Bungie or people to try hard, or just mess around with like different loadouts.
Oh, you
'Cause
should mess around, just like
Yeah,
Well,
it's
here's
like,
the thing, Fruit.
because everyone else
the
will
people-
probably be sweating their little.
Well, here's the thing, Mr. Fruit.
Thumbs
Fruit,
up.
you're gonna have the people on your team that are gonna want you to play.
Yeah, see, it's tough. I mean, I'll still be playing.
Well, no,
But-
play well because they're gonna want to win.
Yeah,
but then they will try
if
extra
they want to
hard.
win, yeah.
They better
Gotta
carry
me.
you, is
That-
what you're
that's
saying.
part of the Bungie bounty.
Sure.
Yeah, carry
They
me.
deserve
Fruit. Who wants to carry me? Hey, Thanks. Appreciate that.
Okay.
What if you just messed around with like? There's this one shotgun. It's called Matador 64, and also there's the skill you could spec for Jug. And I hear when you run at somebody, you get the shield. Where if they shoot you with the golden gun, that's it. The shield gets taken off from the golden gun. It's amazing.
That's really great.
It's a pretty.
Wow.
You could also use his primary called Clever Dragon, with like the high caliber rounds perk. And it's like if for some reason your Matador doesn't kill them from the range, you can use that, and it makes it so they can't actually attack you.
Wait. Is there something that but it sounds like a Titan might be slow and cumbersome. Is there something that could maybe get you? Would you have to use a Titan?
You think that you need to spec your agility to max? No. Make sure you put it to the minimum possible. Okay.
Really?
And then if you have a scuff, you can just.
So I have a scuff right here. How do I do that? I just
this is when I wish I had a partnership. Well,
okay. So basically, you have a scuff like this, and this is what I want you to do. Just just roll your face along the controller, and that should carry you to victory.
Okay.
I've been doing.
Is this before you use a bar soap, or is it liquid soap on that? I can't.
This is turning quickly into how to go flawless.
This is very quickly turning into hating on Titans, and it's very different from our normal hating on Warlocks.
Let's get back to hating on Warlocks.
Listen, there's Void Burn and Heroic Strikes, and Warlocks are fun, so come on.
No, I'll see you all out there with my blind perdition and the winged word.
Nice.
Respect.
Nice.
Respect.
I like
Noble.
So we're excited. We're getting some reports in chat of the different people that are going to be doing it. So you're right. It's Dr. Lupo, Lumi's one, Fruit's one, Goth. I don't know who else, but I'm sure we'll be hearing about it as the time goes on. But Professor Broman's the first up, and I'm not going to be able to match up because I will be at work.
And also far away.
Everyone's going to be different consoles, though. It was preference, so you'll have to check to see who's playing what if you want to participate.
Most people that have the ability to play two, they're going to be dividing their time up.
Okay. Yeah. So Broman said he's going to see if he could switch consoles, and if he can, he will. So that's what he said.
That makes sense. I don't even own it for Xbox. So.
Yeah, I think I saw Broman tweet about how he's splitting it 1 hour each.
Well, for us less fortunate.
Right. True.
So there's I understand there's also going to be coming up. There's going to be a hot fix, right? There's going to be some adjustments to the quality of life changes that were announced in the weekly update.
I think I stopped reading up to that point.
What's
You're like,
I'm not joking.
There's no balance patch. I'm out of here.
Yeah,
Destiny Hotfix 2.5.0.1. What do you know? Wow,
you did the same thing. Oh my god, it's hilarious.
I completely blanked through
I saw
that.
Iron Banner. I was like, okay, that's
So the weapon stability patch for Nova Mortis and Abaddon is coming back. They're going to be balancing it. They're going to be updating it.
Yep.
Okay.
Xur his inventory varies on a weekly basis due to a limitation of his inventory space. Okay, so some weeks he will have 3 of coins, some weeks he won't, which I wish Briar was here this week. He's not because he's sick this week.
He's got the flu.
And like every week he hates 3 of coins. Some of you guys do too. And it feels so good that the community rioted when he didn't carry 3 of coins. Feels so good to see that. Because, it's all this, 3 of coins ruined the game. Then why do people hate that they're not there anymore?
Yeah, but
riddle me that.
No, it's because there's also no other places to get exotics aside from the raids. So if they're going to take away 3 coin, they also need to put back getting exotics from strikes and also PvP matches.
Sounds logical. Yeah. I'm not listening.
Right.
There's an interesting article by Paul in I forget his last name. Anyway, it's Forbes. Yeah, Baltastic. Thank you. In Forbes that talks about why 3 of coins shouldn't be brought back or should stay away. I found it interesting. He doesn't necessarily bring up new points that are not on Reddit and stuff, but he kind of localizes the argument in one place. And I still view 3 of coins as a misstep, but it's built so tightly into the economy right now that I feel like it's got to be something that is for the next whatever Destiny 2 is at this point.
You mean just moving on from it and not worrying about it?
Yeah, at this point, I think we're stuck with it.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Definitely. I don't think it would be smart to pull that out of the system right now because that's how the game has been for a year and a half. Destiny 2, though, definitely needs to come back to random drops. We need those interesting drops to happen.
Need another Gallarhorn story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was talking about that on stream with the skeleton keys are in the exact same position. They went from being like, okay, the drop rates are bad for the stuff that you want from strikes. Well, how about we give you skeleton keys? It's like, oh, awesome. But what we didn't tell you is that we're taking away the drops also. So you literally have to have the skeleton key in order to actually get that drop. And that reduces the excitement. Don't put like a middleman in between RNG with the excitement of having that rush hit of when you get that Gallarhorn, or
I even hated it when the change to Nightfall happened where you could see what you got before the end screen. Because the end screen just made me happy. I was like, ooh, what's it gonna be? And then it pops up and you're like, yeah. But when it just pops up, it's like, hey, you got Gallarhorn. It's like, oh, thanks. That's very anticlimactic.
Yeah.
So.
The ritual of getting loot is very sacred.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. I want Destiny 2 to have the sacred loot experience.
Mm-hmm.
One of the funniest aspects of the Bungie weekly update is the movies of the week, or the most entertaining for me. I love to see what creative people come up with. But one of my clan members, Apex Chris, put out a failtage, and I recommend you guys go check it out. It's literally the funniest thing I've seen in a while, where it's just all those moments where you're just like slapping the forehead moments where you put your controller down and you kind of look around to see if anybody else saw that, and we're like, just staring like, what? So it's definitely fun. The movies of the week are fun part of my ritual for the week, and they're more humorous this week.
Yeah, more on the funny side.
All right. Is there anything else?
What else is there really going on? I feel like I had something to talk about, but I completely just blanked on it.
Do you guys want to jump into Twitter questions?
I think we could jump into Twitter questions, but before we do that, I need to...
What do we have to do?
I need to pull up this ad thing that I keep forgetting to mention at the beginning of the podcast because we are, I particularly am professional AF, but right now what we need to do is talk about Blue. Because no doubt you've noticed these wild mics and headphones that we are using. They're just some of the iconic gear that Blue creates. Blue's award-winning products are the driving force behind professional musicians, internet creators, and countless elite gaming teams and Twitch streamers. Their Yeti USB mic is the internet's most popular microphone, and their MoFi and Lola headphones deliver insane sound and a very personalized fit. Blue offers everything you need to completely immerse yourself in the ultimate gameplay experience. Learn more about Blue at bluemic.com.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm going right now.
Sweet. Should. Yeah. I've been watching a lot like the Rooster Teeth podcast a lot recently, and I'm like, man, these guys are professional. They say who they're sponsored by at the very beginning. That probably seems really good, and I keep forgetting to do it every single time. I was good for a couple of weeks, and I just completely blanked.
Post production, Patrick, you can correct that.
I could correct that.
The magic.
I could.
The magic of the internet.
Which I will probably do at some point.
All right, so we're going to jump right into Twitter questions.
I see you.
Jonah at Gilgamesh V9 asks, if you were an Iron Lord, what would your artifact do?
Oh.
That's a good question. If you were an Iron Lord and you had an artifact named after you, what would it do in the game of Destiny?
So it sounds like immune to Warlock melees. You go to melee me, nothing happens.
It took my idea.
Damn, that sounds awesome.
I was going to say
that's not overpowered at all.
It's not overpowered at all.
What would you, Defty?
I was going to say...
Was it literally Urrit? Really?
No. I was going to... You said then it had to be in the game of Destiny. But I was like, I wanted to make all
Okay, it can be outside. Whatever jumped into your mind when I read the question.
It made all gluten-based food gluten-free for me, so I could eat it. So I could enjoy Cinnabons. I could enjoy Guinness. I could enjoy.
Oh my god.
I could enjoy like regular pasta and all that. That'd be great.
Tefty, you kill me.
Oh, such
I would.
painful.
Mine specifically would nerf Pope's RNG. Like it would, like just me having it on would nerf Pope's RNG by 100% of what it already is. And then for each
Direct
person
to
that keeps wearing it, it just exponentially reduces Pope's RNG.
Nice.
Did I tell you, Patrick? I'm already on my third icebreaker.
I'm real happy for you. I finally got mine, so I don't care anymore. But
Oh,
do you have all the ornaments?
All the ornaments?
Yes.
I do not. No, I don't think so. Okay.
I have all of them.
Okay, good. Yeah. So, Mr. Fruit,
Well-
what would yours be?
Well, since we're doing it a little crazy, I would probably make it. Actually, we were recording the other day doing this challenge, and I thought, well, first off, they need to make an action sack playlist. But
Agreed.
if you've played Halo, yeah, you definitely know what that is.
Yep.
Yeah.
But my artifact would make it so that loading into a game, everybody's gear, armor, weapons, all that stuff is completely randomized from all their characters involved.
That would be amazing.
And then there is no meta, but whatever you use, and it would be fantastic, and you would see
It would
things.
be beautiful.
Oh my gosh! Although I say that though, and then you would have people that would make accounts and delete like everything
Out of the
but
vault.
one
Sure.
weapon and what?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
you always
actually,
have
here,
those people.
here's what it'd be. It would randomly select anything that's available in the tower. There you go. So whatever's in the tower from the vendors, it would randomly
you
pick
could
one of
do
those.
that, yeah. And then like you're like, I kind of like this. Maybe I'll go buy this. Look at that, dude. And then
Amazing.
they'll just but then the vendors are silver, so that's how they get you.
Oh, pay to win.
Yeah.
Planet
Yeah,
side.
they tease you with it.
I
Pay
would like if I was an Iron Lord, I would like an emblem or an artifact that took away my secondary, but my primary's elemental damage shifted based on the shield, like kind of like
That's
the Warlock
interesting.
fusion rifle. I don't know, and then you just change up your gameplay a little bit. Like use my primaries and you, I don't know. Maybe that's dumb.
What are those?
There was actually I remember back when we first saw
What are those? What are those?
when we first saw Lord of
Primaries.
Wolves, when we saw it on the player character, that player didn't have a heavy equipped, so we thought that like Lord of Wolves was such a powerful secondary that it took away your heavy weapon. I think it would actually be it would be really cool if that was like the case for a secondary weapon. Like it had
That'd be
low
super
ammo,
cool.
but you know,
What if
still
it
really
consumed
powerful.
both heavy and special?
There you go. Picking up both heavy and special would give you ammo for it.
Yeah.
All right, so Leap David Williams at Muffin Incident asks, presuming there is an upcoming weapons patch, are there any exotics you'd like to see get buffed, perks changed?
That's a long list.
That's
a big
all,
one.
yeah.
That's a big one.
That's just
It's
one that
most
jumps to
of it.
mind, I guess.
It's most stuff.
Fix Hawkmoon, buff the range on Thorn Hawkmoon, make Ace of Spades not have reinforced barrel, make it have rifled barrel.
How about pick one that's
Okay,
not
okay.
a hand
Yeah,
cannon?
pick one.
Pick one that's not a hand cannon.
Yeah.
Fix the bloom on No Time to Explain. Make Red Death just good.
There it is. Good.
All right,
Next.
that's the list.
Wait, let's
Next.
go to the balance team and be like, I want you to just make these weapons good. Okay? Could you just do
Appreciate that.
do
But
that?
that list would be every single weapon in the game except like Matador and Clever Dragon.
Wouldn't it be
I
great?
know.
Wouldn't it be great if like Hard Light was God tier for like 2 months? Wouldn't that be fun?
I will trade my soul in for auto rifle meta, man. You don't even understand. Back in the old Suros meta, I thrived.
Oh, I remember. I have footage on my channel from the old from the auto rifle meta of it was me and Triple Reg going up against you just randomly.
Wait, really?
And and we were like, man, a bowl of fruit is just dominating us right now.
Oh, I thought you
And-
were gonna say like, yeah, we destroyed you.
We destroyed
No,
that
like
guy.
you were top of the leaderboard on your team. You were wrecking with that Suros regime.
Auto
Mhm.
rifles are my thing, man.
Mm-hmm.
And so, as you can imagine, we've fallen on hard times here at Fruit Nation.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Need that meta change.
Next question comes
wait.
from Josh G at DJman22681. With all of you attending GDC, with all of you attending GuardianCon 17, can we expect any DCP special events?
We'll see if we can do one. The event is very busy. Hopefully we can have something to do there.
Mhm.
I think
At
what
the
we're trying
least,
to do.
couldn't we do like a DCP meetup so then everyone who's a subscriber of either of us can come and hang
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
cool.
I think
with folks?
I know that we're trying to do is we're trying to get a booth set up there, so we could just have like like a kind of a constant meet and greet thing at that particular booth. I think that would be pretty cool to have.
On January 26th, Kevin from GuardianCon and possibly Professor Broman will be on the show.
Oh,
And we are
Woo.
going to have a lot more information coming out as to what our role at GuardianCon will be and where you can see us and some more information. So to answer that question, Josh, wait until stay tuned.
Stay
'cause
tuned.
Coming up, we'll have some more answers.
speaking of
Yeah.
GuardianCon stuff, can we announce the Clash thing? Or not the Clash, the podcast showdown thing.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
You do it. You're
Can
the
we
one
announce
that
this
organized
thing?
the damn
Because I
thing.
just
Can we announce this
Because
thing?
I
Can we
just
announce
So,
that?
Mr. Fruit, you know that thing that you didn't want people to know?
Yeah.
Can we,
Can we get it up?
are you going to GuardianCon, Mr. Fruit?
yes, sir. I'll be there.
Oh, nice! I'm excited, man. I'm finally gonna get the opportunity to buy you a burrito.
I do like burritos. You
I
can't
believe-
go wrong with a burrito.
Didn't you? I kind of owe you a burrito, don't I?
You're trying to win my heart here, Pope.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's just say you do either way.
Okay.
I look forward to that burrito date.
It was good. Never mind. I was about to get very lewd. All right. So on coming up on the 26th, we're gonna have Kevin on the show, and a couple days later, on the 28th, we are going to have a podcast showdown at 10 o'clock a.m. Pacific Standard Time against the Planet Destiny podcast guys for bragging rights. So I feel comfortable announcing this with Mr. Fruit in the lobby because he's here to testify that we are still undefeated. Is that correct, Mr. Fruit?
Well, undefeated against podcasts.
That's right. In the
Undefeated
podcast,
against scrubs, and not so much.
so in the official podcast showdown, we are undefeated. However, we did lose because of Tefty. We did lose to Mr. Fruit and the Dream Team.
Oh
And
my gosh.
you fought well, Mr. Fruit.
Thank you. You were all worthy adversaries. I honestly
Yep.
don't know how we pulled it out. My favorite
So-
memory, though, is always just going to be Tefty at his peak salt. That was fantastic.
It was beautiful.
It was a
Peak salt
glorious
because
thing.
my teammates were also trash, you know.
There
Should
it
I
is.
bring up?
I
Should
love
I
it.
bring up the final kill screen? Because
No, we're
Oh,
good.
boy.
We move
all right.
on.
So
this is an old wound. Let's just seal it up.
So on the 28th, we're going to be
Pope likes
challenging
old
them,
wounds.
and the reason why we're bringing it up is because we are going to be raising money for St. Jude's through the GuardianCon to raise money towards that GuardianCon goal of
Yay.
monies raised for charity. So we are going to be streaming it on our individual accounts, and Chariana and Typhoon Trap are going to be shoutcasting or emceeing the GuardianCon channel, and we've got a whole thing set up for that. They're going to be raising money, and they're going to be switching in and out of the different views of the different streamers, and changing the audio from the different teams, and kind of just making fun of us and just putting on a show for us. All in the good fun of raising money. So
It's gonna be super great.
It's gonna be fun.
we're gonna do a 5v5 clash. So the 5 podcast members of the Planet Destiny team against the 5 DCP. We're gonna play Cash. We're gonna play Supremacy, and we're gonna play Control. Then we're gonna go into Sparrow Racing, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna have each team do a race against their own team. So it will be 5 people, and 5 Planet Destiny people will race against, and the top 3 from them will race the top 3 from DCP in a showdown. But once we get into the final showdown of 3v3 Sparrow Racing, it's the first team across the finish line. So teams are going to start to strategize as to the fastest racer, and the other 2 are going to be blockers or defenders to try to knock the other people off. And it's going to be fun. We're going to finish it out with Sword Hills, Tufty's favorite. So it's kind of a tradition now. Thank you very much, Mr. Fruit. Appreciate you teaching us how to do that.
Yeah, I'm sure you
I'll be sure to set that one out.
You can't. It's 5v5.
Yeah. Well, no, I could be on the sideline. I could be commentating. I could be commentating in the middle of the game, not actually striking. I could be a pacifist on that round.
You're a pacifist, and
that way he has plausible deniability. If it
Exactly.
goes wrong.
That way, Pope
That's
has
why
to
he
accept
can't be
his own
blamed.
failure.
I feel like there's something else here.
Pope
Some
has to
sort of
admit to his
deep
own
state.
failings, and it'll be a great moment for him to realize. Come to
I
realization.
can't allow that house of cards to fall, Tefty. It's built so carefully.
Should move on to the
Yes.
next question, though.
Yes,
we'll
the next
have
question.
we'll have more to say about the event
Yeah,
over the
week.
coming
And a
weeks.
breakdown so people can read what's happening, when
Yes.
it's happening, all that stuff. So if
We'll have
anyone's
an
confused,
information sheet.
don't panic.
All right. So Pedro, Mr. Scoops at Mr. Scoops is asking us questions for everyone. What was the most difficult, hardest, worst moment in your gaming content creator's career, and why?
Right now.
Right now, answering this question.
I think
It's really out there, but what sticks to your mind of you guys are all content creators. What's been the most difficult challenge in where you are, in getting your channel to where you are?
Well, I think Watts technically meant the dry spell we're in.
Yeah.
Because nothing is harder than trying to make content when you've done most of what you can do. And people can obviously start to tell when you're pulling from straws. So I'd say that's probably the hardest part, especially, which granted, thankfully I can do different stuff, so I don't experience the same fatigue, but I'm in the same way where it's like, Destiny, okay, what have I not reviewed, or like what challenge have I not done, or racking my brain. Even I feel it, and so, yeah, that's definitely the toughest.
I'll agree there. The basically every dry spell like this is always difficult to get through in terms of content creation. Like right now, I'm kind of grasping at straws, doing the whole, oh well, time to review every single exotic weapon because I don't have a review out on my channel. Yeah, better get started on that.
So just the dry spell in general is
just the dry spell in general, and then also aside from that, I'll say just like when I originally left Planet Destiny, because it's like this just big unknown time in terms of content creation, just a big kind of risk thing to take.
Okay.
I think for me, it's not really like a specific moment. Well, I don't know. It's tough to qualify, but like adopting the schedule is very difficult initially. And I think
Getting on that initial schedule.
Yeah, especially the streamer. Streamer, it's like, if you're not streaming, then that's technically that's where your stuff is happening, is just the streams. And if it's not live, then nothing's happening. So getting adopting that and becoming comfortable with it was difficult, because I'm the type of person that likes to wake up and be like, we should go see a movie today, because it's the surprise of the day, like those type of things you really have to sacrifice if you become a content creator. That like if you get lucky enough to become successful in some capacity, that means that your work has just begun. Like if you get a following on YouTube, or if you get partnered on Twitch, that means that the real work is now beginning, to where in order to maintain that and keep it growing, there's a lot of work that's ahead for that, where it's not just time on stream or time answering comments. It's like you have to think about your community, because the community is the number one thing that you have as a content creator. That's what holds you up. That's what keeps it going. That's what keeps regulars coming back and enjoying the content. And getting into that groove and understanding how to adopt that into a normal lifestyle can be difficult, really difficult. I struggled with it for a bit, and luckily nowadays I'm pretty comfortable with it, which I'm happy about. But I'd say that was probably one of the hardest things, adopting that rhythm. Yeah.
Well, I think the interesting thing about content creation is there's this conundrum, at least with YouTube. I'm sure it's the same way with Twitch. But when you start getting some ground, it's you work harder to get that momentum going. But if you fall behind, you work harder to try and get back. So there's never it never feels like there's this complacent oh, okay, all right, I guess we can just chill
I'm
here.
happy, everything's great.
No.
You're like,
it's either
oh no,
good,
panic.
work harder, bad, work harder.
It's true.
Yeah.
I keep thinking about, I was just going to say, I keep thinking about well, if I hit a plateau of some sort, then time off is going to be okay. But even then, it's always going to be in the back of my head. Like if I take a day off, I'm thinking about how I'm taking a day off, even though it's good for me as a streamer to, get mental rest and all that. But I'm still thinking about, I'm not streaming today.
Yeah. The one of the things that what I like about YouTube is I can make very specific content, answer questions, things about that. But eventually, the style of stuff that I make is it's like, okay, I've answered basically every question out there. What the hell do I do now? And you also have to, there's this looming existential thing of what do I do next? What do I do next? When you finally make that thing, it's never okay, I made the thing, I can rest. Nope, gotta keep going on to that. That's just one of the parts about YouTube. Things about Twitch that I like is I turn the stream on, turn it off. You're basically done with the stream. There's no, I'm thinking about what I'm going to do next or anything like that. It's almost more like a job.
So that this leads me to my next question. It's very important. Horde gameplay. So Pete GD123 asks, if you put some underwear on, but minutes later change your mind, would you put them in the basket or back in the drawer?
Well, I think it really speaks to what kind of a person you are,
I
and how wasteful you are of resources. So you're going to put it back into the drawer because, let's be honest, that's just more laundry.
Also, did you shower that day?
That's important.
Important questions.
Yeah, I usually don't put on fresh clothes unless I'm freshly clean or something. Otherwise,
there you go.
I feel like that defeats the
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
I don't know if you've been gaming all day and you start to
so
stink.
indecisive on your underwear. I mean, come on.
Well, there's different kinds. There's the Brazilian briefs, right? That kind of suck up in there, And then there's
Sounds uncomfortable.
Oh yeah, they're called Brazilian briefs. Check them out, Tefty.
Is that where you get your
I'm
sword
good.
hilt
I'm
mastery?
good.
I'm gonna send you.
I'm
I'm gonna send you a
scared.
pair, and they're gonna blow your mind.
So I don't like the term getting sucked up in there in regards to my underwear, Pope. I'm gonna politely and firmly pass on.
You would
on
politely and firmly pass on underwear. Now,
yep.
briefs.
So I use boxer briefs.
Briefs are the
yeah.
best. Why do
Boxer
you
briefs
explain why boxer briefs are important, Patrick?
provides the support that traditional underwear provides, as well as the overall comfort that boxers provide.
I'm
Boxer
surprised
briefs.
any of you wear underwear.
Streamers don't wear anything from the
I
waist
just
down.
assumed that all of you just sat there with just a shirt on, and then everything else was just nothing there.
Don't tell
Turn that
anybody.
camera off when you get up, you know.
Yeah.
I
That's
can't
my,
wear pants when I
life-
stream.
Life pro tip though is if you haven't, do it. Try boxer briefs, and I guarantee 99% of you won't turn back.
They're
They're
great.
amazing.
They're
I will
definitely-
try them.
Boxer briefs are
Yeah,
great.
you do watch just especially
I
with
just-
like shorts. That'd be
Mhm.
great. Just see the little boxer briefs hanging out. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can.
So our next question comes from Linkage at Linkage423. This is a timely question. How about that Nintendo Switch? Anyone pre-ordering one tomorrow?
Nope.
Tomo probably will. Nintendo hates content creators.
It's true.
So, I don't know. I'm interested, but I'm not like, oh my god, Nintendo's with.
It's a Nintendo product. I'm gonna wait for it to be out for a year so it actually has some games to play with it.
I've given up on Nintendo since the GameCube, so that's my input.
Personally, I only want to play the new Zelda. And even if I can't post stream archives on YouTube, it's fine. I want to stream it, so I am planning on pre-ordering one just to play that game. And then if it's not coming out on launch, then I won't pre-order it. But if it is coming out on launch, then I'm going to pre-order it and probably sell the system after that because I don't think I'm going to be interested in anything else.
Yeah, I'm Smash Bros, and that's really about all they attract me on.
But also because
Although-
I feel like Nintendo is waiting to crack down on Twitch also. One day, Nintendo's going to show up at
And
the
one
door
day,
and be like, hey, I see you streaming Zelda.
Not
we
anymore.
want 30% of what you made
Yeah.
during this whole thing.
We're going to
Subs,
take
donated,
everything.
30%. Come on, why would they be so generous?
That's true. It's more like 70. 80.
Yeah.
So this
All of it.
this
Sign
leads
a
us into
contract.
our next question by Mike Salvucci. Favorite Smash Brothers title and what do you mean?
Okay, so favorite Smash Bros. Title. I understand that people will not agree with me on this, but I preferred Brawl. But that was just because when I was in college, Brawl came out and we played the ever-living crap out of it. I completely recognize that Melee is a better title for competitive gameplay. And favorite character, gotta have to go with the Puff. Always got to go with the Jigglypuff.
Oh, you gotta go with the puff.
Got to go with the Puff.
I never realized she was so useful until I watched Hungry Box play Jigglypuff, and it just my whole world was rocked.
I gotta agree with Jigglypuff, man. I have to. It's great.
Jesse, you're not a fan?
No, well, not enough to really say like this particular character. My main memory though is making my brother-in-law cry with Pikachu. Like actually brought him to tears from anger, and I was like, "This is fantastic."
This is great.
I was like,
remember
"You're
back on-
crying."
Yeah, in '64, my little brother and I. This is way back. We were so little, and he was a year and a half younger than me. So at this point, he couldn't grasp much, and I would just go like Ness back on N64 and just PK fire, PK fire, and he's stuck in the pillar of fire, and you just do that the whole entire game. Or like hold him as Donkey Kong and just purposely jump off the map together. Oh,
It's always
Oh
good.
my God.
Suck him up with Kirby and then just float off the map. Yeah, See,
Yeah.
that works too.
like, come on, quit it. What are you doing? I would
Stop
go-
killing yourself. Stop killing yourself.
I would go Melee and Peach.
Okay,
All right.
I can understand that.
And Miss Watts, you said that. Okay.
I had to. Yeah, I had to.
This question I think is more for Mr. Fruit, but for all of us. It's by Offspray at Offspray. What could we have done as Destiny characters to make the Exo Stranger have time to explain?
Lock her up. I mean, she
Ow.
might not have the time, but
Could
she's
she
stuck now, and
phase-
she has to explain her.
Like, what could we have done to help her out that she could
No.
have the time to explain?
We
Yeah,
handcuff
new
her
writers.
to a chair.
No,
No.
in game
Yeah,
it's
we'd
hefty.
start from the bottom. up.
The
Probably
game is like from it's extra
We
tension.
rewrite the game so she has time.
I mean,
Yeah.
if we were characters, we could. When she says, "I don't even have time to explain," well, I don't have time to explain. You say, No. Everyone has been doing this to me. You fucking explain something right now.
Yeah.
And then
We
you tell her
I think we
to
tether
clean.
her, right? We just
Watch.
tether her. It's like,
Yeah.
let's go.
That makes sense.
There you go.
I don't know. Throw down a smoke bomb and say, well, "You're not going anywhere."
Maybe
You
You
gonna
have time
wombo
to
her?
explain right now. Yeah,
show her a
wombo
match of Crucible meta, and then she'd be like, "Oh man, all right, maybe I should explain."
I can't believe I let this go on for too long. Jesus.
This has gone too long.
God, what have I
Oh,
done?
man. Okay. Okay. So this is from not Maya Sanders at Lloyd921CD. With all those pictures of Deej and Cosmo were tweeting out of him in some kind of ship. I think they're talking about the pentathlon or the winter. Like they took pictures in a hangar.
Oh. Uh-huh.
And do you think it's a nod to Destiny 2?
No, it's where the company party was.
No,
so.
I think they're actually flying them to Mars to colonize.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they're the first
NASA got
ones.
involved.
See, because time
Yeah.
actually moves slower on Mars, and it would give them more time to develop Destiny 2.
I think
It's
maybe
just a simple business decision.
they think also they were inspired by Matt Damon. That performance.
Yep.
So
But most importantly, Matt Damon.
yeah, Matt Damon,
But-
really.
Most
pirate.
importantly, there's like 2 billion people that work there, and they were like, "Hey, who has a big enough space to have all these people?" The Museum of
Mars.
Flight.
Yeah, he was in an SR.
Mars.
They were in
Nice.
like an SR-71 Blackbird, which
Yeah.
is really awesome. But no, it's not a nod to anything. Just because they
Love it
post
when
something, you don't have
People
to
read it
pick it
and
apart.
nothing.
So SR-71 Blackbirds in Destiny 2 confirmed. Got it.
Yes,
All right.
go for
So
Golden Age technology.
Dave at DeadmanDave99 asks, "Is the Icebreaker chase a good thing or a bad thing?"
I think it's
Good thing.
yeah, it's a good thing because it's something. Without it, then there's literally nothing.
There's literally no reason to do Nightfall.
There's not even a game. We don't have anything.
I will
See,
say
that's-
I'm on the Imago loop hunt now, so I think I will get a God roll or a fake bringer before Destiny 2. I think at least on
Ooh.
one console.
Put your name on it,
I'll
Tefty.
join you. I'll join you in that. I'll join you in that hunt, Tefty.
Yeah, just spend up those keys to keep
Yeah,
on
I got
pulling.
plenty of them.
Yeah,
So that's the beautiful thing about a weapon to grind for like that is if you consider that gun worth grinding for, you can do it. It adds content for some players.
It does.
If not, if you don't want it, then you don't have to grind for it. That's
it's not game breaking by any means. So.
it's not. Yeah, it's not. Trust me, it's not game breaking. It's pretty bad, in all honesty.
Don't you talk about my Icebreaker like that?
Hey,
I love it, man.
I'm just telling the truth. I'm just telling you the truth. I'm sorry.
Icebreaker is a lot of fun when Solar Burn comes around. I've actually been
Oh, yeah.
enjoying the heroic strikes with burns on them. If there's no burn, I skip
Mm-hmm.
it. But if there's a burn, like this week's got Void, I actually spend a few hours per week now doing some strikes because it's fun. Because I enjoy spinning to winning with my Dark Drinker. It's delicious.
Seems good.
So Maddie G at MC Glick 30 asks, if you could bring only one current super ability with you into Destiny 2, what would it be?
Wait, bring what?
Bring
only
one super
one
ability.
super?
current super ability with you
Hmm.
into Destiny 2, what would it be?
Golden Gun, because it's Golden Gun.
You had to choose.
I feel like Golden Gun's gotten boring for me because it's just a golden gun. It's a really hot gun.
Mhm.
I think honestly, Nova bombs
Yeah,
are
that doesn't
amazing.
do it for Tefty.
Nah, it's just
I was gonna
it's
go
a
with
1,000-degree
that.
gun. It's like I'm over it. You know?
Yeah, can you cut it with a knife? I don't know. It's already 1,000 degrees.
Yeah,
Yeah. That trend's already come and gone.
yeah. I'm gonna go with Nova bomb.
Fruit?
Well, I don't know. I mainly play Titan, and honestly, I'd be fine losing all of them in replace of others.
True.
Okay.
I don't
So,
use my
yeah.
super that often. I use Fell Winter. So I'm like,
You disgust me. I'm
That's
just kidding.
awesome.
That artifact. Yeah.
That is my favorite artifact.
it's great.
Yeah. Mr. Watts? Or I'm sorry, Mr. Watts. I was looking at Watts. Patrick.
I said golden
Sorry.
gun.
Pope.
Oh, you said golden gun. I'm sorry.
Is that a mixed Mr.
Jeez,
Me
Pope.
and Fruit?
God,
It's
man.
Mr.
Look,
Lots.
You
You
know
said
what?
golden
If you guys
gun, and then
wanna
I
do it-
crapped on golden gun.
All right, fine. If you want to do the quitter questions, you just do the quitter.
What
questions.
about you, Pope? What would you take?
Yeah, what do you want?
Oh, hold on, Beagle.
The Beagle Super.
Take the beagle.
Next question. What would I want? I love running Defender Titan. I like producing orbs. It's my goal to be the most orb producing player. Whenever I finish strikes, I look at the end to see if I produce the most orbs. I just enjoy doing it. I like being a support player. I wish there was more support classes, true support classes that I could use in PvE. Yeah, I would take Defender with me. All right, next question comes from Evan Powers at XX Evan Powers XX. Oh no, too many X's there. Could the Queen be brought back as part of a live team event, or would that be too big of a deal for the live team?
The queen is a very big deal in the story. I would hope she is.
Not just like a
Hey,
quest.
hey, guys,
A
I'm
quest.
back.
I'm back.
It's a prank, bro.
Who
I
wants
thought
to
you
hang
were
out of my
dead.
outpost?
No, we're just gonna do some quests, and yeah.
Yeah, you
No
want that?
explanation about how you died. No,
Yeah.
we're just gonna do quests. You're gonna get armor. It's gonna be good.
Yeah, and by the way, this House of Fallen is really pissing me off. Go smash them. Thanks.
Except you never
Wow.
actually see her. You just talk to Petra again.
Yeah.
Mm.
But she's got a 1,000-degree knife because she's that blade. Sorry. Dumb, I know.
Oh my god. All right, so I'm where did the rest of the questions go? Dang it!
They disappear.
Briar is so much better at this than I am.
He really is.
He is. I only
he
found out that
physically
this was going to
prints
be
it
my
out.
job like
He prints them
Yeah, he
out
prints it out.
in real
I
life.
found out that this was my job like 3 minutes before the podcast. So give me a break. Okay. Yeah,
Got
the here I got another one. Okay. So Drop Bear King at Laughing Man 911 says, if you could play Destiny with anyone in the world, who would it be and why? You're gonna sit down and play a game of Destiny.
I'm gonna say Terry Crews.
That's a good answer.
I don't see how that could go wrong, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask who's that.
Terry Crews.
Get Pope.
God.
Wow.
I'm
Alright,
sorry,
that's
I'm
the
gonna
last
say
straw.
who is that?
As the guest. You know what? I'm gonna use one of those 3 career ruiners. I'm using
No,
on you
don't
right
do
now,
it.
Pope.
Dude.
I'm activating it.
Fruit, don't do it. I was just kidding. I know who it is.
Come on, like Old Spice guy or any of that kind of stuff.
Oh, that guy.
That's where most people started to pick up on him.
Okay,
Power.
I know
Come
who
on,
it
man.
is. I'm so sorry.
The
I
bouncing
apologize.
boob man. I mean,
Yeah,
come
I
on,
got
dude.
it. I know who it is. I just didn't know his name. If you
Also,
would have
it'd be
said bouncing
sick.
boob guy.
He might be Doomfist in Overwatch, which would be sick.
That's cool.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna get
Maybe I
roasted
only
in
care
the
about
chat
that.
for like an hour now.
Oh my gosh, yeah. We better, at least, bare minimum. Come on, chat, don't let me down.
I'm gonna probably say Lance Reddick, the guy that voices Zavala. Apparently, he does actually play Destiny. I think that would be
Oh, that's
really
cool.
fun.
That's
That would be
cool.
really fun
Oh,
to go
wait.
play with him.
But then Nathan Fillion. Oh man.
Yeah, but dude, the voice of Lance Reddick is just iconic.
I gotta go with Shax.
They always do.
I gotta play some
They
Crucible
always
with
do.
Shax.
Nice.
And then he can actually come up with personalized lines when I do something.
Oh,
in
that would be
Crucible.
awesome.
He can yell at me in person. That would make me happy.
That's a great answer.
Or I'll be crying at the end because he's just
Some
yelling. at me.
negative reinforcement.
You suck. Like,
You
oh.
call that a 7th column Guardian? You can do better. I don't know. I'd use it for motivation.
That's great.
I honestly would love to play Destiny with like Donald Trump, just so I could like. He's like that Cryptarch guy. I know that Cryptarch guy. He's like he's great. He's great. He's got a great way about him. You know, I don't know. That's a horrible impersonation. I think Trump would be fun to play with. I drink some beers.
That impersonation was huge. Loved it.
There goes the streak of not talking about politics on the podcast.
There it goes.
Welcome to 2017, everyone.
What
I'm not
happens?
saying anything about politics. Gaming
I
is
know.
not about politics.
I know.
I honestly, I think it would be great to do a threesome. I mean,
What-
play
what?
a fire team of 3 with
Whoa!
Trump,
All right, look at that.
Obama,
Sorry, I
and
gotta
me.
go.
There's
Actually,
I'm stepping
Trump,
out.
Obama, and me
out.
playing, the Nightfall together. I didn't mean a threesome. I meant like, a fire team of 3.
Oh.
Whatever. You guys have just got your minds in the gutter. Fruit,
Yeah, us. I think you have.
You started
That's why
this.
that little
I think-
slip up started.
is it
Listen.
safe?
It was
Come back now.
What's
it's
the
safe to
next
come
question?
back, you two. All right. I don't know. The last question I have, because I didn't stagger them like
That was the
Briar
final one.
does, but no, there's one last one. It's a very important question: white sauce or red sauce, but it doesn't
Oh.
fit. Yeah. So white sauce or red
Oh,
sauce?
hold up! I didn't answer mine.
Okay, I want to know yours. Whew.
Peter Dinklage, so you can be the
Dinkles.
Yeah, so you can be Dinklebot for me the entire time on everything that
What
I'm doing.
last time?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Journey. It's a good answer.
Great.
Hope
You don't want to know what.
And that's how
Teffy
the
said,
threesome
Patrick.
ends. Wow, Pope, that's incredible.
Do we want?
Yeah.
Do we want to redo your choice, or are we just gonna stick with?
No, we're gonna stick with it, and as long as Patrick's filming it, we'll be fine. All right. The last question. The last question comes from I am Tripticon Chris at I am not the dude. Very important question: white sauce or red sauce
I don't even know what that means, to be honest.
On your pasta.
on your pasta? White sauce
Oh.
or red sauce?
Oh,
I mean, what
You know,
kind of white sauce?
What
is
type of
besides
white sauce? What
Alfredo?
type of red sauce? Like, there's so many of
so
each.
many
like,
questions.
It's true.
They're all
There's a lot of
good.
different red
How does
sauce.
Briar do this?
There's-
How
Red
does he
sauce
put
is
up with
much
you
more
guys?
specific.
There's also a lot of white sauces that incorporate gluten because they thicken it with wheat, which is annoying.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Not here, Tufty. Nope.
No, you have to find out, Liz, because there's a lot of places that will do that. But like certain Alfredo sauces won't be because they're obviously more on the creamy side. But then some of them will be thickened with wheat. You have to watch out.
Well, that's mean. And
It is
uncalled for.
mean.
They don't need to do that. They're just
Exactly.
making life harder for you. I don't like that.
Yeah.
You know what, Tefty? I'm gonna pick up gluten-free cooking, and I'm gonna fly in, and I'll be your personal chef. How about
I'd
that?
appreciate that.
Ooh.
Memes
Okay.
would really
You
appreciate
deserve
it too. Thank you, Fruit. Thank you very much.
Anything for you.
Yeah. I'll put you on the payroll.
Okay. I mean, hopefully, I'm getting something. Just uproot my entire life to come cook gluten-free food for you.
I
hope
have a
get
setup here. You
something.
can do YouTube here as well.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay. Ain't too bad.
Yeah. So this next question, Jonathan at Tufu Smurf asks, Mr. Fruit, when will Dream Team release a full album or at least one of those adverts in the style of Now CDs?
Nice.
It's a good question. People think they want it, but they really don't. Because it's like you can go about it two ways, right? I could actually get serious and like get some audio remastering, some like music in, and we could like do a proper album. But then one,
People don't
it'll
want
either
that.
it'll become horribly evident that we aren't good singers. And two, it's like, oh, it was only funny because they're bad and they're trying to do like a cappella, or we just do our own album, and then everyone's like, we didn't need this, but thank you. So the answer is, I don't know. Maybe one day I'll make my debut, but for now, it'll stick to the end of the videos. So that's my answer.
Mm-hmm.
In
All
other
right,
words,
well-
I don't want to break the iTunes chart. That's really what I'm trying to say here.
Their servers can't handle it.
Yeah, it's not fair.
True.
You know, let them do their thing. You know.
That's the last Twitter question I had, and
Oh, snap.
I can't wait for Briar to come back because that was the most stressful thing I've ever done on the podcast.
He should be back. Yeah,
I
sorry.
think you did a great job.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Mr. Fruit. I appreciate that. That means a lot coming from you. I know the high standards you have, and I appreciate that.
We
So suck it, chat. I mean that's good.
wow. Yep.
Well,
Yeah.
Briar should be back next week. I apologize. I didn't give a reason for why he was gone at the beginning. He's had the flu all week, and he said he was like feeling better yesterday, but it was kind of up in the air today, and he decided to not be here today just to have another day to recover. So we wish him well. Hopefully he will be back next week.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
He knows we were set to do a 1v1 and he's trying to ice me. So don't let's just call it what it is.
Ice you. Yeah.
Let's call it what it is. This is part of his big game. His big game to destroy.
Didn't you guys
me.
already do like a 1v1?
Yeah, but I refuse to accept it as the final result.
Why?
Because
you got outplayed?
Yeah, because I won't. No, I mean I didn't get outplayed. There was so many reasons. There was the net code. There was all kinds of things. So I want a rematch. No reason.
Sounds
I just
like-
refuse to accept the result.
Okay.
All right. If you keep consistently losing, I think I know what the common problem is. But well, yeah. So thank you very much, Mr. Fruit, for joining on the podcast.
Thank you very much for having me. It's an honor.
Glad to finally get you out here. I think we had
The
a
meme can die now.
no, it's
it'll
never
still
dying.
be here.
It's never dying.
Oh, I was trying to hopefully lay it to rest, but in that case, keep it going.
Oh yeah, it's living on, dude. We're in a Destiny content drought. We gotta keep this thing alive.
Yeah, in everybody's minds, episode 15 never happened. Where's Mr.
Yep.
Fruit?
We're not hitting an hour.
There you go,
on-
everyone.
We're not
gonna
hitting
even
an
upload
hour
this.
on this one. So like this one isn't a real podcast at all.
Oh,
Hitting
Yeah.
it.
Not 10
even-
hours.
2 hours, you mean?
2 hours, right?
It's not. Oh,
You're like, we didn't even get an hour,
like, an
guys.
hour.
It's been like
Oh,
30
my bad.
minutes.
Yeah, man.
My bad.
An hour and
Wow,
45.
Patrick.
it's
Sleeping.
been on
Shut
Mars
up.
with the rest of Bungie, so time
Yeah.
is just
Yes.
an odd concept.
Yep.
Mhm.
That development schedule, though.
All right. Well, thank you everyone for tuning in this week. This is the 15th episode of the Destiny Community Podcast. I am Patrick Casey. If you want to find me, you can go to at Holtzmann_YT on Twitter or youtube.com/PKCFORTE to find Magic the Gathering pack opening videos because Destiny content drought.
That's what you do now.
With shorts, right?
Yep,
Cargo
shorts on
shorts.
in
Yeah,
in
cargo
8-degree
shorts.
weather. It was great. It was cold.
That sounds practical. Am I next? Because then it goes Briar
Yeah.
and then me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm next.
Him
Okay.
not being here is screwing us up.
Jesus, Briar. Take some vitamin C, for God's sakes. I'm Teft to Teft. You can talk to me at Teft on twitter.com/Teft, where I tweet out when I go live on twitch.tv/Teft to Teft, because I do a lot of variety streaming nowadays. Obviously, I still play Destiny, but I've been playing a lot of various games as well. It's a lot of fun.
And I'm Miss 5000 Watts. You can find me on YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch at Miss 5000 Watts.
Go ahead, Mr. Fruit.
Ew. I wasn't ready for this. You can just find me across various places of the internet. Twitter, Mr. Fruit YT, YouTube, just search Mr. Fruit, and yeah.
And this has been Pope Bear. You can find me on Twitter at Pope Bear or lurking in these guys' channels throughout the week. And don't forget to put the links to all the content in the description of this YouTube video, Patrick.
What? Okay.
What?
Yeah.
Our
Everything you
guests
just said,
and
I'll
everybody-
be sure to